The Zoë Bestel live stream 7 p.m. Wednesday. Hello, how are you? How are you all? Are you doing well? I'm back. Hello. Hello Callum, hello Joe, hello Alec. It's been a whole couple weeks. Can you believe it? It's nice to see you. Hello Ava. Do say hello if you're in. I would like to say hello to you. Hello Heather. Oh, so nice that you're all here. I'm going to start off with a song to ease myself in. I've noticed that. There we go, that's a bit better. Get my feet in the right place. Start with a little bit of chai, I think. A little bit of something to... a little bit of tea is what I'm on this evening. What are you guys? What is your tipple? Tea is my tipple. Earl Grey with little dash of sugar and a bit of oat milk. Do like lemon in my Earl Grey, but there's something quite cosy about a brew with two and a coo has a ring to it, but I'm one and an oat. I will run out of tea soon though, because I had it with lovely homemade biscuits that my mum has made. They were very tasty. They were ginger and cinnamon and mixed spice biscuits with raisins, and they're very good. That is what I've just had with my tea, and I had half my tea, watched the end of Poirot, and now I'm here. Bit of chai to start with, I think. Excuse me. instead I slowly wait, held back by my own preconceived limitations. Allow myself another chime of warning to ease the runaway train, to ease the runaway. Out in the desert, do you see the child of me, the child of me, held back by her own preconceived limitations, allows herself another warning to ease the runaway train, to ease the runaway. Another chime warning, another chime warning to ease the runaway train, to ease the runaway train. Another chime warning. Woo! Hey, welcome back. Hello. Hello Keith. Hello Anthony. Hello Matty. Welcome back. Hi Stephen. It is big woolen jumper time. This is a new charity shop find. This was £3.50. I went on a mission around some charity shops recently to look for things that I will reveal soon, but not yet. You'll get an inkling of what it's about next Friday. Not this Friday coming, next Friday. Almost all will be revealed. But not yet. Hello Barbara and Greg, hello. Yes. Oat drink's a game changer. It is, this is true. Hello Vinny in the other room. Heather says I'm going to treat myself to a proper cocoa later because, you got COVID again. I hope you feel better soon. That's rubbish. Heating milk in a pan, no microwave nonsense. You're going the full hog, proper cocoa. There is a great charity shop in Wigtown. This was a Rutherglen Main Street find. Different charity shop, different neck of the woods. But yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. You're all being very lovely. Let's turn that off so it doesn't make too much noise. Shush. How have you all been this past couple weeks? It's been a little bit of time. We've been working on the van. Found a couple of leaks yesterday. As we were about to start on the next section of van, and we saw a little bit of water had seeped into into the floor from the wall, so something was coming in. And it turns out, for those of you that want to know where the leaks in the van were, that they were, and it was on both sides as well, but it was the repeater lights, the orange ones at the side, had obviously started eroding, and it'd gotten in that way. And also on the slidey door. Isn't this all interesting information? But it was good that we found it before we ended up making up more of the van, and we wouldn't have been able to get in. So yeah, that's what we've been working on, that and insulating the rest of the ceiling, so it'll be nice and toasty for the winter. But currently, right now, I'm in Galloway. We are working on the van just for a few days, and that is the majority of our winter plans. We'll be getting as much as the van done, so that's good. Been hiding veggies in the van then. Oh, that would be... I'd really like to grow as much as possible in the van, so I bought some seeds, some basil seeds, some chive seeds, some other seeds. The only ones I've started growing are the basil, and it's a purple leaf basil, a red basil, but it looks purpley. It's really, really nice. And mint, of course. But hopefully our countertops will reach the windows at a point where we'll have enough space for a little trough. We can put all our herbs in there, which I'm looking forward to, which would be quite fun. I was talking to a friend about wanting to grow things as we travel about, and they suggested maybe a rooftop garden, and I said that probably wouldn't work on the motorways. And then they suggested us towing a little trailer garden, which I think is quite cute, and I really love the idea of it, but I don't think we can tow anymore because the van's quite long. But I do like the idea in my head of having a little trailer garden full of root vegetables. Just in my mind, it would be all that rainbow coloured chard, and rhubarb, and little carrot tops and lettuce, just in a little trailer in the back. That'd be good. And a trailer allotment. Yeah. I think that'd be quite cute. I might have to illustrate that just to help my wee brain get excited about that. That'd be cute. Yes. Well, you've been reading, says Anthony. What I've been reading. Is it your lines for the next show? I got a lovely new chunky plum jumper last weekend. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Jumpers are fab. A little wheelie garden that you can pop outside once you've parked. Yeah, that would be quite cute actually. Maybe we could have it on like draw rollers. Also, hello Denny. Yeah, that might be quite nice. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, okay. Speaking of what was I gonna sing then? Because I can't segue into... I could sing gardening songs. You know what I've had in my head recently is the Wombles theme tune. Underground, overground, wombling free, the Wombles of Wimbledon, calling are we, making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday folks leave behind. Exactly. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Speaking of travelling, maybe we should do a bit of Eddie Vedder with a song from Into the Wild. You all know this. You know I'm going. This is guaranteed. On bended knee is no way empty cup, I ask silently. All my destinations will accept the one that's me, so I can breathe. Circles they grow and they swallow people whole. Half their lives they say goodnight to wives they'll never know. Got a mind full of questions, a teacher in my soul, and so it goes. Don't come closer, I'll have to go. Owning me like gravity, our places that pull. If ever there was someone to keep me at home, it would be you. Everyone I come across in cages they board, they think of me and my wondering, but I'm never what they thought. Got my indignation, but I'm pure in all my thoughts. I'm alive. Wind in my hair, I feel part of everywhere. Underneath my being is a road that disappeared. Late at night I hear the trees, they're singing with the dead overhead. Leave it to me as I find a way to be. Consider me a satellite forever orbiting. I know all the rules, but all the rules did not know me. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. A little bit of Eddie Vedder. I had the pleasure of singing for I think it was the Glasgow Disability Alliance last week on their weekly meet-up Zoom call to talk about music and things. They've started inviting musicians to come and play a few tunes and talk about their music and their inspirations. And that was one of the songs I sang because I was asked what my favourite cover to play was. And although I have many, as you guys well know, that was a good one to mention because it showcases the ukulele in a different way. And I mentioned Eddie Vedder's ukulele songs, which if you haven't listened to the album of, I do recommend, whether you're a Pearl Jam fan or not. It's quite good fun. In a non-committal ukulele way. I mean, in a it doesn't conform to what you'd expect of an album of ukulele songs, which is definitely something that I admire. I swear I heard a flute play then. Ooh, I was just using my voice in a fluty way. I was secretly a flautist. Oh, it's nice to be singing for you guys again. I don't know how long I'll be doing this evening, as my throat is still a bit strange. I'm not quite sure what's wrong with it. Maybe this is the end. Maybe I'll never sing again. No, I'm kidding. It's all fine. It might just be one of those seasonal things, but the cold that I had in my ear a while back seems to have not moved. So I should really go get checked out. But yes, all is fine. I shall carry on until I cannot no more. Spiders is on the list. I'll add it to the list. Grey skies, yes. Oh, I won't hurt my voice. Don't worry. I know what I can do. I know what I am capable of. Yes, classic TV theme tune. Blib blib blib. Blib 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 blib. Blib 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 blib. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Classic TV theme tunes. I can do do you think I could try? Let's have a go. Let's have a little think. While talking about books is a good plan. I'm liking this. Got a new Kindle Paperwhite currently. Reading the Thursday Murder Club. Oh, fab. Brilliant. That'll be fun. Yeah, what books are you reading at the moment? I am still reading Miriam Margolyes's autobiography, and it is marvellous. I think she's fab. She is mad, absolutely mad, but she is fab. Yeah. What was the song I was thinking of? I have never thought to play this. Oh, I tell you what, I used to be able to play. The song to the Gavin and Stacey theme tune. Tell me tomorrow, I'll wait by the window for you. But let's see if I can do this one. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, if you know what this theme song is, I'm only gonna sing this is actually mostly for my mum, I think. Yeah. I've never played it before. Interesting. If you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train where you lead. I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow where you lead. There you go. Do you know what? It's a wonderful Carole King song. But if you do know the what it's from, then you win. You win. Oh my gosh, so many responses. Oh, that's a very nice thing to say, Ava. It was great to see some live music on Sunday. Saw Emma Martin, who was great. First time hearing her. And Abby Paparanski, she's fab. Yeah, I think I met Amy on Orkney, actually, a few years ago. So that is fun. I don't know some of these. I'm about to reread his Dark Materials. That is a good shout. They started on the I really enjoyed the BBC series that they started with, and I thought they were going to carry on, but I think maybe COVID happened. So I'm not sure. Wow, I am listening to the audiobook of The Mysteries of Udolpho. which is an enormously long 18th century Gothic novel. That sounds amazing. That sounds intense, but it sounds amazing. Wow. Can you tell us the gist? The gist of what's going on? Because I want to watch the TV series. That makes sense, Becca. That makes sense. It is a good, the BBC one is fab. I don't know whether I'd ever reread a series just before I watch the adaptation of it. I think if I know the story, I think I'll just enjoy the adaptation of it, and then maybe read it afterwards, because the book is always better. It's always better, although you can enjoy the films for what they are. It's a different medium. Comparing the two is a bit unfair, because you can never get the inner workings of the mind through visuals, but you can do whenever you read it, because you're reading it. You are embodying the character depending on the way that they write it. But and there's extra information that can be mentioned, that you can hint at things that's just happens to be just a piece of information. But in film, if you need to hint at something, you have to show it, and I feel like it always gives it away if it's too central. It's got to be cleverly done. But yeah, okay, props to you, Becca. Rereading something right before watching the visual adaptation of it. I loved the herbs. That's all. I've forgotten his name. The French director guy, the French writer that did. He did Postman Pat. He did the Herbs. He did the Wombles. He did. I'm pretty sure this is all on his Wikipedia, and I read it really recently, so I think I'm saying all the right ones. And Magic Roundabout. Did he have anything to do with the Clangers? Because it's all a very similar stop motion thing. Yes. I would have to go and find out what that is, and that is such a big compliment. I don't think I could ever do something as good at Kate Rusby, but that's very sweet. Always looking for recommendations for books, says Anthony. So I'm loving this, that you're all sharing stuff. I need a break from the current state of the world, so I'm only drinking fantasy books. Mistborn. Ooh, that sounds great, being my favourite lately. And talking about its dark materials, you must read The Book of Dust. Ah, yes. The first book takes place when Lyra is an infant, and second 10 years later, after events in original series. The Book of Dust has an original soundtrack written by my lovely friends, the Bookshop Band, and they performed it for Mr. Philip on the launch of it. So there is video evidence of it, and I recommend you go listen. They've got some really lovely musical versions of the book. I think they're really nice. I think there's one called Three. Is it like a boat for three or something? It is about being in the little rowing boat. Really recommend that. I recommend all of their stuff, but that's a fab commission for them. It's a bit too long to have a gist. This is the 18th century Gothic novel that Katrina is listening to. Basically, everything just goes from bad to worse to worserer for this poor girl while she travels around through the dramatic landscapes of Europe. That was a pretty good gist. She's variously mistreated by wicked ants, shut up in gloomy castles, kidnapped by ruffians, etc. But no spoilers. That's brilliant. Wow. That's good. Oh, Joe, I started reading that recently. Yeah. Tell you what, that's a nice thing to mention. I had the absolute pleasure of my birthday present from last year was to go see James Taylor, and it was postponed until last Friday, and me and Vin went, and it was rather majestic. It was very lovely. We were the youngest fans there. There were people younger than us, but they'd been brought along by their parents. I cried through most of it, which is very, very sweet of me. But yeah, just amazing to watch. What just a fantastic performer. Even though he's in his 70s now, which is just amazing. Still very entertaining, and it was just really lovely to be in such a nice audience. And it's just lovely. I just really enjoyed it. It was a fab birthday present. I was very, very chuffed. It was a lovely evening. It was very fun, and yeah. It was a Michael Bond thing. Yeah, him of Paddington Bear fame. The director, though, the guy that directed it, I'm pretty sure, if you check, it's a French guy. Maybe it was written... So maybe The Herbs was written by Michael Bond. But then it was... Please do wiki this. Just to check what's going on there. Because I honestly, I did read the Wikipedia page just the other day, because I was looking at Postman Pat to see how old it was. Because it's been around a long time, longer than I thought it had been. But yes. Oh my gosh. I definitely recommend the Thursday Murder Club. Ah, yes. Steven Spielberg's making it into a film. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Ivor Wood, there we go. Is he French? Did I get that right? Oh, you were there. Oh, that's so nice. I know. I cried all the way through it, Joe. It was very sweet. It was a lovely thing. You know what? Seeing as we're talking about James Taylor, why don't I do something in the way she moves? Yes, I think so. I think I shall. I think he finished with how sweet it is. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It was lovely, everyone doing this. It was very, very sweet. It was very sweet. Okay. Bit of James Taylor, which is weird to do after seeing him live, but yeah, why not? There's something in the way she moves, looks my way or calls my name, that seems to leave this troubled world behind. If I'm feeling down and blue, troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. And she's around me now almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on lose their meaning, and I find myself careening into places where I should not. Let me go. She has the power to go where no one else can find me, and suddenly remind me of the happiness, good times that I know. You just got to know that it isn't what she's got to say, how she thinks or where she's been. To me the words are nice the way they sound. I like to hear them best that way. Doesn't much matter what they mean, she says they're mostly just to calm me down. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time, and I feel fine. Oh, Bear James Taylor. Oh, thank you very much. That's a very nice thing to say. According to Wiki, Ivor Wood was English with a French mum. He co-created the Magic Roundabout while living in Paris as a French production. That's where I've got the French thing from. Thanks, Dad. Fab. Yes, Ivor Wood. Great name, Ivor. Ivor Wood. I own a wood. Oh, thanks, Joe. That's very sweet. Oh, I wish I was. You weren't there. I was the same retailer. Oh, you saw him 2003. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, he's getting on a bit now. Definitely. Gosh, because you would have seen him almost 20 years ago. His voice is older, and he has to slow down quite a few of the songs, but it's still pretty beautiful. It's still an entertainer in the most folk rocky of ways. It's just a lovely experience. Oh, you met him with your mum. See, that's very cool. We were very far away. To the team Bestel that are currently residing in the house, this is a quick message. Could one of you bring me a glass of water, please? I've forgotten that I need water. That would be lovely. Thank you. Let's do some of mine. I think Spiders is ready. I think. It's a shame, isn't it? I don't know. Quite a few of you are UK based. Quite a number of you aren't. But I think it's a global thing of we have a lot of greedy people in power, and it's such a shame that we don't have as many empathetic people as we should do, looking after people, and that we've allowed years upon years of greed and selfishness to become normal. Yeah, I guess as we come into this winter, you've got to hold on to the good and look out for one another. Oh, thank you. Water. Thank you, fairy. Little fairy arrived. It's a water fairy. Fabulous. There we go. Refreshment. Anyway, the point I'm making is that Spiders, I would love it to be unnecessary and incorrect at some point soon. That would be nice. I blame the lies that are spun and the spiders that did it, the years of oppression that have just become habit. Oh, what what a tangled web they weave. Oh, what we let ourselves believe. Blame the disease that we feed upon, perceived as prescription. This toxic decay promoting hate is such a wasted subscription. Oh, what a tangled web they weave. Oh, what we let ourselves believe. Accusing the hungry of crimes committed by leeches on thrones, eating banquets a minute, convincing the ill that their purses replenish. Just set fire to the neighbors poorer than you. What a tangled web they weave. Oh, what we let ourselves believe. I blame the lies that are spun in the spiders that do it. For humanity is dead and they paid our lives for it. Spiders. Yeah, obviously metaphorical spiders, because spiders are good at catching flies. Hello to Twitch, how you doing? Just so that you know, I have a bot that shares comments from other platforms that I'm streaming on at the moment, so don't freak out about that. Yes. Mysterious people handing things in from the side reminds me of the days of watching CBBC in the broom cupboard. I have no idea what you're on about. But yeah, I know, all those type of things. Reminds me of kids' TV as well. I've always got something coming in from somewhere. Celtic Connections programme has been announced, so I see. Don't suppose you have any live dates planned for 2023. Just a little reminder that I have an announcement next Friday. That is what you're getting from that, Heather. Sorry. I do. I have things booked in. Quite a lot of them I can't speak about yet. So there you go. That's a very sweet thing to say. And a few of you agree. That's even sweeter. I'll send that on to the people that has been requested. That'd be great. Yes. I've changed drinks. Becca's now on herbal tea. Rose, lavender and chamomile. That sounds lovely. I didn't do a competition tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And jellyfish. What did I used to say? Marmalade fish. Jelly tots and marmalade fish. That's better. It's just habit to say anything else. I also love a good herbal tea. I think I'll have to have one for my throat after this. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Grey skies a little bit later. I fancy playing other things. And I want to play songs I've not sung in a while, which I think would be fun. I'm not sure though. Not sure, what did I say that I used to do? You know what? Changed my mind. I'm going to do porcelain tapestry. If you are enjoying this evening's concert, you can buy yourself a virtual ticket. Yeah, you can do that via the link in the description. And if you don't want to buy a virtual ticket, but you want to support me in the best way possible, Team Bestel. This is my homemade Patreon. It allows me to keep doing this each week. It is full of lovely, lovely people. Quite a few of them that are here that know that they support me in my music. You get to know about things before things happen. You get freebies, you get free downloads, and a wonderful community. Wonderful community. Whoop for Team Bestel. Here they all are, all you lovely people. Thank you for being part of it. Yes, please do come join us. You'll be very, very welcome. And you will get to know about what next week's announcement will be before the official announcement. How fun is that? Yes. And you will want to, is all I'm saying. This is Porcelain Tapestry. As she tears apart her porcelain sundry, flesh remains on bones within, and in handing him a needle, she begs to be sewn back together again. But with aging palm, she offers him all the brittle flecks of her dried skin, and in hesitant she lingers, expectant, inspecting her pores to feel if they breathe. Oh, is there anyone home? Tapestry hangs on its own. Sun-faded stories are often retold, but forgotten what couldn't be shown. As she smears over the crevices, so her blisters crease, merging blemishes. She aches triumphant in the torture, soothing autumn, not a mourner of her misshapen carcass, grotesque, but in weaving hope for permanence, like a tattoo, an embellishment. She takes the best side of the thread to unravel the tangle of web she's tied in. Oh, is there anyone home? Tapestry hangs on its own. Sun-faded stories are often retold, but forgotten what couldn't be shown. Oh, is there anyone home? Tapestry hangs on its own. Sun-faded stories are often retold, but forgotten what Thanks very much. Oh, this is such a sweet message. Oh, Emma, I've been there, so I'm glad that I'm giving you some soothing. Some giving you some giving you some soothing giving you. There is a pressure, I think, at the moment, now that everything's opened up again, to constantly be okay in intense social situations, and gigs are quite like that. Actually, I know that there's a few of you that have found even my gigs can be a bit overwhelming. So I'm really glad that I can give you this, where you can be comfortable and happy and safe. Yeah, I'm really grateful for that. I'm sure the dog loved it. I'm sure he did. Also, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kenneth. That's very sweet. Hello to Canalea. Canalea is my ukulele. Koa all the way from Hawaii. You've all heard this before, though. I've told you about my uke. And I know that there's a few Yuki people joining. Of course, you can always ask me questions about stuff. That was one of the lovely things that I had at the Glasgow Disability Alliance chat, was that they were all talking about ukuleles, and they most of them had nieces and nephews and children that had all started playing. Some of them themselves had as well, and it's a great beginner instrument. But as you can see, I've been playing my ukulele for 11 years now, and I don't want to progress onto guitar. I don't think it needs to be a stepping stone to other instruments. There's something quite unique and beautiful about how it is. I'm really overly aware that Canalea are watching now, and like, have I dusted it recently? The problems of being a folk musician, that I don't think about these things. What type of uke is mine? Mine is a baritone. This is you get. I actually don't have it with me, but the ones you usually see are soprano. Quite a lot of people play concert and tenors. They're slightly bigger, but they have the same. They usually tune the same. Their strings are the same, G, C, E, A. But this I've tuned D, G, B, E, which is more like a guitar, similar to a tenor guitar, but it isn't, because it's a baritone ukulele. And I love it. I wouldn't go back. Discovering that baritones exist was, I think, the best thing for me ever. A few more songs, I think, and then I'm gonna have to rest my voice. Try and figure out what's going on with it. It's tickling a bit. Honestly, the only uncomfortable parts at your gigs are when you launch into a hardcore screamo song. You know, it happens quite often. Sometimes I'm just feeling screamo, you know? You get really overwhelmed that I just have to shout. That is the only way. If Keith is still on, I'm going to sing Grey Skies. And for anyone that this resonates with, yeah, I guess as the season changes and it gets a bit colder, I was listening to a Blind Boy podcast episode recently. For those of you that like podcasts and would like to listen to a wonderful man from Limerick comedian talk about anything and everything that he finds interesting. You should definitely check it out. He's great. If you know of the Rubber Bandits, then all the more reason to be into his podcast. But the podcast itself is just great. He talks a lot about mental health and has recently been talking about seasonal affective disorder, which I think all of us are affected by, on the very literal sense of considerably less vitamin D, and that can affect you, but also that we tend to call wetter weather miserable. Maybe that's because that's how we feel it affects us. One of his pieces of advice was to invest in some really good waterproof clothing so that you can still experience and enjoy the outdoors. If Lena is still watching from Hawaii, I was aware that you have your rainy season, so I'm sure this affects you guys as well. And I completely agree. One of the best things about whenever we moved to Scotland was that we'd make sure we had clothing that was warm enough. So from quite a young age, we'd go for walks in the cold and in the rain, because we wanted to experience being outdoors and the importance of being amongst, being outside of your house, having the escapism of not being confined within, even on days that were cold and rainy and wet, and how exhilarating that would be. Exactly what I loved about when I spent a lot of time in Denmark, and what I would love is those all-in-one bodysuits. Ava, what are they called? Do they have a name? I've been meaning to ask somebody Danish. Because there's the mindset of just riding your bike everywhere, and you have your regular clothes on underneath, and then you put on your big fleece-lined rain onesie and just get on with it, and I love that. That's exactly what I want. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't let the weather affect you. Don't allow it to affect you, because nature is still beautiful, even in all the nuances of the colours of the sky. And you just need to be more creative and remember to wear layers. He talked about, Blind Boy talked about making sure you look after yourself the same way that you would treat a baby. If there was a baby in the room with you, you wouldn't leave it to be cold and wet and hungry and crying for attention. So you have to parent yourself, and in that way, I think making sure that you get out the house and you wrap up and you go and be amongst the wonderful changing leaves that there are at the moment in the Northern Hemisphere, and enjoy the crazy torrential rain, and enjoy the mist and the beautiful landscape of the majority of the time that Scotland has. Otherwise you're going to be stuck inside all the time. It is a really good time to go foraging at the moment, if you want to go chanterelle hunting. I'm trying to learn, some good advice that I read was learning one new forage thing a year, and maybe my mind would be one new available thing to forage each season, each year, so you learn 4 new things. But September and October are harvest seasons. So you've got the end of the brambles, the blackberries, and you've got the mushroom season. There are quite a few edible mushrooms. Do make sure you research about them though. And then there's I think rose hips, are they coming out at the moment? I haven't been out enough to pay attention recently, so I'm not the best one for advice, but all my friends that forage, it is mushroom season, and they are abundant, especially after a big rain like this. So I would love to go. I haven't found chanterelles myself yet, and that is a possible bucket list for this year that I would like to do. So maybe this weekend, when you do something for yourself, you can go chanterelle hunting. They're bright yellow, you can't miss them. You can though, they're sneaky. Before all the leaves come, that's the best time. This is a good piece of advice. So yes. That's a nice thing. I like that. Too. But yes, this is grey skies, and it is very much the sentiment of this. Oh, how graceful the mountains, chaos lost to the sea. A silent waterfall throws her heart against the wall when she tries to breathe. Oh, how freely the breeze flows, softly tempts the fall of leaves. In a daze she slips away into a spiral of amaze till morning breaks. Oh, can't she see those grey skies look blue to me? Oh, how sweet is the bird's song, fills the air with melody. Her soul has wandered far across a plain of fog, too sparse to know the way. Oh, how calmly the clouds drift, bringing rage yet so serene. A storm has washed ashore a wave of hope she will ignore for another day. Oh, can't she see those grey skies look blue to me? Oh, how golden the sun sets, crimson rays between the trees. Frost is yet till then she waits and dreams of more than fresh layers of snow. Oh, how peaceful the darkness, scattered stars cloaked in mystery. In the dead of night, oceans of black engulf the light when she can't sleep. Oh, help her see those grey skies can be blue. Grey skies for you. That's interesting. I guess it does affect people in different ways. Yeah, I get a bit I can get a bit too hot and bothered, a bit flustered in the heat. If it's too hot, my brain goes a bit mushy. But and there's some things I love about winter. I think it does affect people differently. Spilling water on myself. Couple more songs for you, I think. I think I'll do one that's a bit more strummy, and then we'll finish with River Ego. Maybe we should do Laurie. I have not played it since I last did, so let's see. All summer. I think so. I think I can do it. Shall we have a bash, lads? I think we shall. Do a bit of Oh Laurie by the Alessi Brothers. I think maybe the final summer song I can get away with, seeing as it mentions all the other seasons. And then a bit of River Ego, and I'll have to have some soup. Super tasty soup, spicy carrot and coriander. It's not though. I don't actually know what type of soup it is this evening. Great thing about autumn and winter that is not being highlighted enough is the fact that people are more willing to hug. I like that. That's nice. To keep the warmth in, to keep your heat up. Keep your heat up. Yes, okay. Let's do a bit of Oh Laurie to feel all snug. Bit of Alessi Brothers. I'd like to stay in love with you all summer, and after fall I'll keep you warm through the winter, warm through the winter. Got it. 'Cause I've noticed one thing, this ain't no summer flame. I'd like to ride my bicycle with you on the I'd chase you through the meadow. Without you I'd die. Let's never say goodbye. Oh, Lord, you bring the spring, the summer, fall, and the winter by the season. Oh, Lord, you make me feel as though I've been born again. Born again. You dance for me in your bare feet that mellow afternoon when we made love to each other. Without you I die. I'm loving you, it's all I wanna do. Oh, Lord, you bring the spring, the summer, fall, and the winter by the season. Oh, Lord, you make me feel as though I've been born again. Born again. Oh, Lord, you bring the spring, the summer, fall, and the winter by the season. Oh, Lord, you make me feel as though I've been born again. Born again. There is a lesson in practicing. You have been a lovely audience. I'm going to finish with River Ego, and I will let you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday night, and a wonderful rest of your week, and a wonderful rest of your life. Remember to do something for yourself this weekend. Take some time, even an hour. The me time hour is coming soon with the change of the clocks in the UK. So you have a whole extra hour to do something for yourself. That is coming soon. So get practicing. Unlike me. You have been lovely, and I will see you same time, probably different place, but next Wednesday on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. Look out for, if you don't see you on Wednesday, look out next Friday for something fun. But yeah, this is River Ego, and thanks for being here, guys. You are all very, very, very lovely, and I very much appreciate you a lot. This is River Ego. Empathetic noise, lost in a stream of self-consciousness, mirror in a storm, caught by the eye of self-reflection. Wherever you go, River Ego. Worthy to be loved, vague motion of self-confidence, slumbering blind in self-delusion, apologetic noise, swamped in a flood of self-destruction, conception, confession, expression, deception, obsession, righteousness, existence. Wherever you go, wherever you go, with her you go. Thank you very much, I've been Zoë Bestel. You have been lovely, and I will see you very, 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 very soon.